Weather Rate certified most accurate forecast in Central Texas. This is Fox 44 Weather with Chief Meteorologist Mike LaPoint.
We are looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies on this Monday night. Pretty quiet conditions, a little sticky out there. Our temperature and dew point are pretty close together. You can see behind me there in Killeen looking pretty good. Again, our live Syntex roof system sky tracker. It's on the rooftop of one Killeen Center. The temperature is 72 degrees, but take a look at the dew point temperature. It's 68. So you get those two close together, it gets very, very saturated across the area. We're at 91% right now, and that will be the story overnight. The clouds will start to thicken back up, and by tomorrow morning, there could be some areas of fog once again as we start the day. We've got 74 degrees right now in Mejia, 75 in Hearn, 75 in College Station. Temperatures off to the west. You can see low 70s from Temple through the Killeen area. Lampasas is at 72 and Comanche checks in right at 70 degrees. Had a warm front move through this morning. That's why we had the drizzle, we had some rain, we had the fog to deal with. It's far enough to the north now. It's kind of petered out there. It's a stationary front over the south and eastern part there of Oklahoma, but we're in that warm bubble of air. That's very humid air, and that's right on top of us at this time. And that's going to be the story. We're going to continue to see those south winds come in here, and that will not only reinforce our clouds, but also keep those temperatures in the 70s, 60s and 70s, which is way above average. I wanted to show you what's going on down in the Atlantic Ocean, the Atlantic Basin. Of course, it is still hurricane season. Remember, it goes until the end of the month. We've got subtropical storm Nicole. There it is. Right there. It's off the east coast at this time, but it's moving northwest at around 8 miles per hour. Wind sustained at 45 miles per hour. So here's the latest track from the National Hurricane Center. You can kind of see there's a little dip down to the south there. We've got that Bermuda high, right? So that kind of forces it down and around. And that's why you see that current track right now. But looks like late Wednesday into Thursday, we could have a Category 1 hurricane hitting the southeastern part of Florida. Heavy rainfall, high surf, very windy conditions. So again, that is some bad news, really, for those folks. They were just dealing with some problems earlier in the season, and now we are watching that kind of go through the same little track and then up to the north there throughout the weekend. Back here, though, we're not going to be affected by what's going on down in Florida. We are going to be watching that warm air, that humid, moist air right on top of us. By tomorrow morning, 60s to start. But as we go throughout the morning, as you head out to the polls there, you'll see a lot of clouds, maybe a few breaks of sunshine, but there's no rain in the forecast, with temperatures tomorrow climbing into the upper 70s and lower 80s. And then by 10 o'clock in the evening on Tuesday, you'll notice pretty quiet weather. Clear skies for a little bit. Here come the clouds rolling back in. And as we go throughout the day on Wednesday, I think a lot more sunshine in the forecast, but still very warm as highs climb into the 80s across the board. Tonight, though, partly cloudy skies. 64 degrees will be the low temperature. And then tomorrow for your election day, a lot of clouds in the morning, 65 as the polls open by noontime. Again, if you're going to run over your lunch break, it'll be mostly cloudy, 79, and partly cloudy or 7 o'clock right before the polls close. So try to get in there and get your vote in. 76 degrees will be the temperature. And then as we look ahead, once again, this is the Daniel Stark long-range 10-day forecast. Pretty warm, mild weather, and then here comes a very strong cold front on Veterans Day. It'll drop us to 66, but look at the highs on Saturday and Sunday. Upper 50s to lower 60s with lows dropping into the 30s. So we could have some freeze warnings issued for us, or at least frost warnings or something like that, I think, as we hit late Saturday into Sunday with temperatures running well below average. And then Bryan and College Station, kind of the same story, pretty warm conditions until we hit Friday. And then we start to cool it down there over the weekend, upper 50s to lower 60s.
We can handle it.
Yeah, we can.